rocking from side to side, side to side. Thank God the week is done. I feel like a zombie.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning into the Live in 5 show, where we are living live. Today it's just me. A fire burned off vegetation in the Rocky Mountains. Stay tuned to find out more.
Alright guys, we're not going to be in a fighting mood today, so let me just tell you what's going to happen in weather. In weather, I'm going to tell you more about the spring and what's coming up.
And Phil Mickelson's golf report is coming up too.
Action on Russia. Stay tuned for more details. India is polio-free. Find out more about it coming up next. We'll be right back after the break.
Finally turn this in.
Yup, I think we're gonna win.
Doubting sucks.
Nah, like if we win, we go to Hollywood. So
What's it do?
April 30th.
Go.
Let's turn this in.
Hey, how many times have you entered it?
This is our first time.
Oh, this is like my 50th. You can enter as many times as you like.
Dude, you should do another one.
Welcome back. It's time for the Tetzlaff play-by-play. It's almost time to walk down the red carpet. The entries are due on April 30th. Application forms are available from Mr. Porter at room 205 or at redcarpetmediafestival.com. On Wednesday, the prestigious Tetzlaff band traveled to Whitney School to perform the beautiful spring sounds in their concert. Live-in live reporter Johnny has the scoop.
Hey Trojans, Johnny here. We're here from Whitney High School where Tetzlaff performed at the ABC Festival. The Tetzlaff Trojan Band performed on March 26 at Whitney High School. After the performance, Tetzlaff got feedback from judges. There were 2 judges who critiqued the band on their performance. In the clinic, the judges gave them good ideas to go on for further performance. Good job to our band performing. They performed lots of songs and they performed them wonderfully. Well, we'll hope to see you here with our next story. Back to the studio.
Well, it's time to end the week with our Useless Talent segment hosted by Asher. How useless is this week?
I'm Asher with this week's Useless Talent on gloving. Let's check out the video. Wasn't that cool? Did you know the history of glove lights trace back to 2006? See you next time for another Useless Talent.
That's it for the play-by-play at Tetzlaff. We'll be right back after the break.
Keep down and drinks like there's no tomorrow, that's just right.
Malaysian Airlines said that, quote, there is sealed evidence on MH370 that cannot be made public, end quote. This only adds to the to the fire they have come under on how they are handling the situation. Malaysian Airlines is also being sued by families who have lost a loved one on the Flight 370 that went missing on March 8th. Investigators are looking at the available material to see if they can find any clues on the location where the plane splashed down. Where the plane splashed down. Officials are trying to find who or what was responsible for this crash. A Turkish fighter shot down a Syrian warplane after it crossed the border. There was one plane that left the area, but the second plane kept going, entering 1 kilometer into Turkey's airspace. It was attacking rebel targets and ignored 4 warnings not to violate Turkish airspace. The first announcement about the downed plane was made by Turkey's prime minister to a crowd of thousands of cheering supporters at an election campaign rally in a Turkish town. After generations of suffering from a terrible virus, India is now polio-free, which is one of the biggest global public health achievements in history. Polio is a viral disease that affects nerves and causes full paralysis. The last polio case reported was a young girl who is now 3 that was born with this illness. She has trouble keeping up with the other children in India. She tells her father that her legs are constantly in pain. Polio is known to affect children under the age of 5. It is believed that kids in India receive polio from contaminated water. Thanks to the hard work of women going door to door giving millions of children mass vaccination, India is now polio-free. After Russia's recent actions in the Crimea region of Ukraine, the global powers take action. They recently suspended the Russian Federation from G8, a meeting of the world's 8 most industrial countries. The US, Canada, Japan, Germany, Italy, and France have unanimously voted in support of this move. The Russian foreign minister said earlier that it was no big deal to be kicked out of the G8 summit, saying it was an informal organization. Over the weekend, what started off as a prescribed fire to burn off vegetation in the Rocky Mountain arsenal turned into something much worse. A dust devil crept up, creating a dangerous situation, creating larger flames and pushing the fire beyond man's control. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, although Thomas, Roger, and a few other firefighters had to run for it when the fire came extremely close to them. In East Moline, Illinois, the police department found an unusual foolish prank at a children's park. Razors from a shaver had been glued to children's equipment. A 2-year-old child cut his hand while swinging on the rings. When the father of the child reported the situation to the police, they went to the park and removed over a dozen razors. The police department has not yet figured out who is responsible, but the investigation continues. Let's see what's going on in the entertainment world. Good morning, Alyssa. How are you today?
Fortune had an epic win last week. Emilbert Dillon, the contestant, was going into the bonus round, which is worth $45,000. Before the bonus round, he only won $1,500, and no one was expecting to see one of the most shocking moments in Wheel of Fortune history. While in the bonus round, Emmett got to choose 3 letters. He chose the letters N, E, and O. N and E were correct, but O was not one of them. He had 10 seconds to solve the puzzle with just N and E. Out of nowhere, he guessed New Baby Buggy and won the bonus round. He solved the puzzle, won the game, and left the audience and the host in awe. Emilbert won the bonus round plus $24,099 from the earlier round. Emilbert left with the Wheel of Fortune with a total of $59,099 that night. That wraps up your Live and 5 entertainment report. Time to see what's going on in weather. Good morning, Jorge.
Talk about making it rain money. Sadly, that doesn't happen in weather, but oh well. Alright, we have 67 degrees in Los Angeles, 81 Phoenix, 76 Las Vegas, 59 Salt Lake City, 58 Denver, and 55 Kansas City, 75 in Medford, and 76 in Jacksonville, and 56 in New York. Time now for your 5-day forecast. Today will be 73 degrees with partial clouds. Tomorrow, 73, mostly cloudy. Sunday will be 73 degrees as well with partial clouds. Monday, 69, mostly sunny. And Tuesday, 69, chances of rain. So hope you guys are covered. Time now for Weather with Dylan. Good morning, Dylan. Oh, sorry. And your weather fun facts. How could I forget my own weather fun facts? Cold air temperatures are not the only thing that makes us feel chilly. When the wind blows, it takes heat away from our bodies, making us feel colder. This is called wind chill. I'm sorry, guys. Now it's time for Weather with Dylan. Good morning, Dylan.
All right, thank you, Jorge. Now today we have Armando with us. Good morning. Now let's quickly challenge you with the question. Should the quad be open during lunch? Here's what you said.
Should the quad be open during lunch?
I think the quad should be open during lunch.
No.
What advantages will there be if the quad was open?
There will be more room and the kids would be spaced out.
The advantage, I'm not sure that there would be an advantage. The reason we have it open the way we are now is because of the supervision. There are 3 areas: the lunch tables, the grass area, and the basketball courts. If the quad was open as well, that would be a 4th area, and we can't do that. So we'd have to close one area to open that area.
What disadvantages will there be if the quad was open?
Well, all the noise that the kids make would maybe distract the teachers when they're on their break.
There'd be a lot of trash everywhere and people would be running around.
What is your opinion about bringing food to the quad?
It would be really dirty and the grass would get polluted.
No, because there'll be more work for the janitor and there'll be trash.
Why should students eat in the quad?
I think students should, so they have more places to eat instead of just the lunch tables, and they have, you know, a little more variety and a little more fun in the quad.
Why shouldn't students eat in the quad?
Because, well, everyone will get too rowdy.
When should the quad be open during lunch?
I think 5 or 10 minutes after lunch, the quad should be open for students to roam around and have fun.
It could be open during lunch if we closed other areas. There's too many people out here playing on the field that they wouldn't want to close this area. Too many people play basketball to close that area, and we couldn't close the lunch tables, so I don't know that it should be.
Alright, now, here are the results for this past week's poll. 51% of you said they wanted the quad open, 29% of you said they didn't, and 20% of you said they didn't care. Our new question this week is, what do Tetzlaff students think about the mile? We want to hear from you. Be sure to visit us online at Live and 5 Show to vote. Send your comments to webpoll at live5show.com. If it's good, we'll read it on there. So, Armando, what do you think about the mile?
I think we should do the mile every every Friday, so we increase our speed and stamina.
Oh, cool. Okay. Now here's Jorge with sports.
In hockey, the Kings beat Pittsburgh 3-2, and Boston has an easy game beating Chicago 3-0. Yesterday in basketball, the Bucks beat the Lakers in a close game of 108-105. Clippers beat the Mavericks. Oh, I'll just skip that story then. Now, Phil Mickelson, a famous golf player, has not had much success since the Texas Opening on Sunday, and has not won a game since. He is trying to get in the Masters tournament that will be held in 2 weeks. He will not be able to attend the Masters if he doesn't win at least 5 matches between now and then. That's it on sports. Time now for the Daily 401 Challenge with Isabel. Good morning, Isabel.
Thank you, Jorge. Why do cats lick people? Affection, trickery, tasty, or to terrorize? Take 5. Cats lick people to show their affection to one another. Ever been surprised to see a loved one? Kendall Williams, a cheerleader at Irwin High School, was cheering at her high school's homecoming game. Her dad, who's a soldier, was supposed to be in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, but he decided to return home to surprise his daughter. She said that she thought he looked familiar as he approached her on the field, but she didn't think that it was him. They both became emotional during their embrace. That wraps up the show for today. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll catch you back here tomorrow, on Monday.
Night of your life won't get you right.